the Scenic Hills Senior Center Delay the Disease video number 2. Today you will need a pair of shoes, yes for exercise, but also for our fine motor work at the end of the video. You will need a sheet of paper. I have mine right here, and you'll just want a line drawn through the middle of your paper. I'll tell you about that at the end. And if you have dumbbells or some type of weights, then you can use that as well. I'm going to use dumbbells, but I've mentioned before that soup cans and water bottles, anything with weight will work. All right, we're going to start the video with our facial expressions and voice projection. So if you can, with me, do these expressions 3 times each. We're going to start with raising our eyebrows, so kind of the surprise look. Okay, so here we go. Raise. 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 Move next to wrinkling your nose, so we'll be mad for the next one. Here we go. 2. Nice. Okay, we're going to open our mouth, clench our jaw 3 times. Open. Clench, jaw. Open. Open. Nice. Okay, continuing with facial expressions, but also moving into voice projection. So I want this loud. I realize you're at your house, so this may not be as loud as at the gym, but I really want you to give that projection like you're speaking to someone across the room. We're going to start with A, E, I, O, U. Now remember, I want this loud, but I also want you to use a lot of expression, okay? So you can do this with me. Here we go. A, E, I, O, U. Do it again. A, E, I, O, U. Nice. Now we're going to go into that same thing, but adding an N in front of it. So here we go. Nay, me, my, mo, moo. Nice. Okay, one more time. Nay, me, my, mo, moo. Nice. All right, guys, we are finished with that portion. We're going to go into our seated exercise next. All right, moving into hands and wrists and ankles with our warm-up. We're going to start first with our finger touches into a fist. So we're going to touch each finger to our thumb. So 1, really press, 2, 3, 4, fist, and open. Nice. Now we're going to go in reverse order. 1, 2, 3, 4, fist, and open. Nice. Do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, fist, and open. Now reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, fist, and open. Nice. Okay, palms together. We're going to do the prayer pose. So we're bringing our elbows out, pressing our palms together just gently. We're going to move our wrists forward and back toward us. So fingers are going in front and now back toward you. Good. Nice. And now I want you to come back to center. We're just going to go side to side, really stretching through the fingers and wrists. Now wrist rolls. So I want you to go 5 times in one direction. 3, 4, 5. 5 in the opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice. Okay. Shoulder shrugs. I want you just to raise your shoulders up high, up by your ears, and slide your shoulder blades down, bringing your shoulders down. Nice. Up, 2, down, up. Nice. 2 more. just going to go multi-directional with our shoulders. So we're going to bring one in front as one goes back. 1, 2, 3. Nice big shoulders up by your ears. Last one. 5. Okay, now opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, last one of our warm-up with our hands and shoulders and ankles. We're going to do, I want you to spell your name using your foot. Okay, so getting those ankles and feet warmed up. I want you to spell your name. If you have a short name, I want you to add your last name to it, okay? I have a long name, so I'm going to spell Danielle with one foot and then stop and do it with the other foot, okay? So go ahead, take some time to do that. Nice big letters. All right, now when it's finished, I want you to move to the other foot, do the same thing. Foot riding is sloppy today. Nice, okay. Just continue to roll those ankles a few times in each direction, a few times up and down, and then we're going to move into our seated exercise, really. So getting our heart rate up a little bit, blood flowing to our muscles more. We're going to do these ones in 30-second increments, okay? So I'm gonna grab my clock right here with me. I've got it set for 30 seconds, and you're going to follow me. So just do the best you can to follow me. If it takes a couple seconds to get into it, that's fine. I'm going to give us 30 seconds, and then we'll have a few seconds for transition. So we're going to start with arms front, back. So front, back, up, down. Okay, I want you to do a range of motion as big as you can with your arms. So we're going to start, let me get this ready. All right, in 5 seconds, all right, here we go. Front, back, up, down. Front, back, up, down. Remember, if you need to go at a different pace, that's okay. No problem, I'm just kind of setting a moderate pace here. Nice, so we go front, back, up, down. Front, back, up, down. Front, back, up, down. Okay, for the next one, we're kicking our leg on one side and raising the opposite arm. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna raise, and now we're going to do the other leg. So just like we're kicking, our arms, our opposite arm. Take time to really make sure you're using the leg and the opposite arm. All right, so if you can't go as fast as I am because you're really focusing on that, that's okay. If you need to go a little faster, that's okay as well. Nice, so we're getting our heart rate up here even though we're seated. Good. Okay, now we're going to work the spine a little bit. Wake up that spine. We're going to go elbow to opposite knee. Here we go. Good. And again, you can slow this pace down. You can speed it up. Just want you taking that elbow toward the opposite knee as you raise that leg. If you can't touch the elbow to the knee, that's no problem. We're just going in that direction. Nice job. Okay guys, we have jumping jacks next. So we're taking our arms big as we can get them, one leg out at a time. So here we go. Good work. Again, you may be going faster or slower than I am. I want your range of motion as big as you can get it. Almost there. Nice, okay, the next one will be jog for 4, and then we touch to your left, your right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, touch, touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, touch, touch. Nice. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, touch, touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, touch, touch. Good work. Okay, moving on. We're going into boxing next. So we're using just upper body, okay? I want you to be intentional, like you're punching a punching bag, all right? I want you to go at a pace that is comfortable, but that keeps your heart rate up, so it's challenging for you. Nice. And again, we're not just throwing out our arm, we're really punching at that punching bag. Okay, we're going to go knee up, kick forward, and then switch legs. Here we go. Knee up, kick forward. Up, kick forward. Up, kick forward. Nice. Again, this is at a pace that works for you. More seated, and for this next one we're going to get out of the car, not standing up fully. I just want you to do the leg motion. So we're going to lift that leg, bring it over like you're getting ready to step out of the car, the other leg to meet it. Nice job. We're getting back into the car. Lift, lift, lift those legs as high as you can manage to get them. Other side. Good. This may be difficult depending on the chair you're working with. Just lifting that leg, moving those hip flexors, lifting that leg, nice. Okay, 2 more. We're going to swim for this next one, so we're back to upper body and core. We're going to put our hands together, swim forward, come back. Nice. Forward, come back. So your palms are facing back as you come back up. Muscles, your lower back are working, moving back up. Good work. One last one before we stand. This next one is going to be take your hand, hit the opposite foot. Okay, so there's 1, 2, nice. If you can't reach your foot, just tap down on your leg as far as you can get it. Almost there. All right, we're going to move into multitasking. We're going to do the first one seated. Let me stop my clock here. We're going to do the first one seated, and then we're going to finish standing and stay standing for the next round of exercise. So the first exercise, we know that the brain is stickiest after we've warmed the body up. We've done a little bit of cardio, which is what we just completed. So we're going to do the next 3 exercises using the multitasking method. So really having to focus on what your body is doing as it's doing different things, okay? So we're going to do the pancake flip. Remember, the pancake flip is 1 hand up, 1 hand down, and you flip the pancakes. But we're going to make this a little bit more difficult. We're going to come out to the side, 1 hand up, 1 hand down. We're going to flip the pancakes, come together, flip, out. I want you to speed this up as fast as you can get it. Make sure you're doing it right, okay? So we're going to flip, together, flip, out. Flip, together, flip, out. Flip, together. The longer this goes, the harder it gets. Out. Flip, together, flip, out. Flip, together, flip, out. Flip, together, flip, out. Flip, together, flip, out, and take a break. Nice. Okay, we're gonna move into some standing exercises next. Okay, we're going to finish our multitasking exercises while standing and then move into some standing exercises using big movements. Okay, we're going to finish our standing multitasking exercises and then we're going to move into some standing exercises, okay? So we're going to start with out, out, in. I want you to remember this. You can say it out loud to help you stay in rhythm. So the legs are going to go out, out, and then they come back in, okay? Our arms are going to follow. So, and have a chair, make sure you have a chair or something right beside you. Balance and safety are more important than getting this. But we're going to go out, out, in. Okay, out, out, in. Lead with your one foot first, so always lead with the same foot. Whatever foot takes you out will take you back in. Nice. Out, in. Stop. Now I want you to do the opposite, okay? So we're going to start with the opposite. Out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in. Stop. Okay, now we're going to alternate. Now that we have that down, just to make it a little more challenging, we're going to start. So I'm going to start with my right leg. If you're following me, you'll be starting with your left leg, but it doesn't matter what you start with. We're going to go out, out, in. Now the opposite goes forward. Out, out, in. Switch back. Out, out, in. Out, out, in. Nice job. Okay, we're going to do the basketball move next. So remember, whichever foot takes you in also takes you out. Okay, so you always lead with the same foot for this next one. Okay, I'm going to step forward with my left. So it's your right foot. You're going to step forward with your right, and you're going to bounce the basketball with your left. 1, 2. Now I'm going to step up. You'll step up with your left. I'm going to tap your right leg twice. Okay, now we go back with the same foot we started with. Back, back. Okay, step up, bounce, up, tap, tap, and back. Here we go. Up, bounce, up, tap, tap, back. One more time. Up, bounce, up, tap, tap, back. I lied. We're going to do this one more time. Here we go. Up, bounce, up, tap, tap, and back. Nice. If this was challenging for you, this is something you want to continue to practice at home, okay? So we're going to move on into our standing exercises. I'm going to change up my paper here, and I'm going to set my timer for 30 seconds. We're going to do each move, just like we did seated, we're going to do each move for 30 seconds. Remember, if this is very challenging for you and you need to do these seated, if you need to hold on to something or take breaks, that is fine. I'm going to do the full version. You follow me as much as you can at home, okay? This should be challenging but not unsafe. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start with high knees. All right, so we're going to lift those knees as high as we can go. Here we go. Nice. You can slow it down if you need. You can speed it up if you need more of a challenge. High knees. Big movements. Okay, lifting that foot up. All right, we're going to star jumps next. Remember, star jumps are small, get big. Okay, so here we go. Small, big. Small, now I'm stepping out with the other foot, big. Nice, okay. We're going to go butt kickers next. So I want you to kick your butt. If you can, we're going to punch with the opposite hand. If the hand motions are too complicated, that's something you can work toward. But you're going to do butt kickers and punches. Okay, we're going to practice our weight transfer drill next. So one foot stays on the ground. Okay, so that one is stable right here. The other one is going to step forward and backward. Now, if you need to stop in the middle to get your balance, that's okay. You can step and then back. Or you can do the full step, practicing our weight transfer here. Forward and back. Remember, balance is important. So I want you to do what challenges you, but what keeps you safe. Nice. Okay, we're going to do that now with the other foot. So now we've got the other foot grounded. We're going to step forward and backward. Okay, remember, if you need to stop in the middle, that's okay. Or once you've got that down, you can take it just like you're going to take a step. A nice big step. Good, okay. We're going to sit, stand, put away, all right? So for this next one, we're going to sit and grab whatever it is pretending to grab, stand, put that away on the shelf. Here we go. Sit, stand, put it away. Good. Sit, stand, put it away. Sit, stand, put it away. Good work. Sit, stand, put it away. Sit, stand, put it away. Excellent. Okay. Now, a couple more. We're going to surprise, step out, and then come in and work on our balance. Here we go. Surprise, together. Now you're going to balance on that foot. Remember how we did this in class, okay? Now we're going to do it on the other side. Surprise, out, balance on that foot. Good job. Surprise, together, balance, together. Surprise, together, balance, together. Nice job. Okay, last two exercises. We're going to stand with one foot in front of the other. Okay, get a good base so that you're not unbalanced, and we're going to punch. Here we go. So one leg is forward, one leg is kind of staggered back behind you. You've got a good base so that you're not off balance. Punch, and then we're going to switch legs. After this, we'll take a seat again. Nice. All right, bring your feet together. Now we're going to switch which leg is in front, which leg is in back. Get a good base, and now we're going to punch. Might feel kind of tired. I'm going to take a break here in just a second. Nice. Okay guys, so we are finished with our standing exercises. I would like for you to grab your dumbbells. Let me shut off my clock here. I always keep it running. Okay, so you're going to grab your dumbbells and you're going to take a seat. All right guys, you should have your dumbbells or some type of weighted object. If you don't, that's okay. You can still do these motions with us. When it comes to strength training, my philosophy is, and really the rule is, it should be challenging. So by the last few repetitions, you should really feel that exercise. And if you don't, then you may want to invest in some heavier resistance, whether that's a resistance band that's thicker, or heavier dumbbells, or just adding more objects. Believe me, I've gotten creative over the years with what type of weight I use just to get a good challenge. So we're gonna start first with our dumbbells on our thighs, mid-thigh, okay? And we're just going to lift and lower our leg, one leg at a time, okay? So I'm gonna take my leg out in front, and I'm going to lift and lower that leg 10 times, okay? So I'm gonna straighten that leg and lift, lower for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want your posture to stay good. Sometimes it's really easy to lean back. Just stay as upright as you can. 2 more. Nice. Okay. Rest that leg for a minute. I'm going to bring it up in front of me and hold the leg out for 10 seconds, okay? You hold with me for as long as you can. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, and lower. Okay, now we're going to do the other leg. Here we go. Lift, lower for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the toe pointed toward the ceiling. 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one for 10. Let it rest for a second. Okay, and now I'm going to lift my leg and hold that for 10 seconds. Try to keep your posture upright. That really makes your leg do more of the work. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, now working our back and shoulders, we're going to do dumbbell rows. So for this one, I lean forward just a little bit. I'm not rounding my back. I'm keeping my posture good, but I'm just going to lean forward at the hips. I'm going to bring the dumbbells out and down for me, okay? And I'm going to then squeeze my shoulder blades together, bring my arms back, really right below your chest, okay? So here we go. 10 of these. 1, down. 2. Good. So as we come back, we're also kind of bringing them up. 3, squeezing those shoulder blades. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one for 10. Good. Okay. Now we're going to work our shoulders and even our triceps, the backs of our arms. I'm going to keep my hands kind of in a tabletop in front of me, okay? So my elbows are bent. And I'm going to lift just as high as your range of motion allows you, okay? So we're going to lift overhead, back down into that tabletop. There's 1, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If your arms get tired, do 1 at a time. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good work. Okay. Now we're going to go obliques, so the abdominal muscles, part of our core, here on the side, with some teapots. Okay, so you remember these. We're going to just keep your hands down at your side, your palms facing you, and we're just going to go down to the side just slightly and back up. Now as you go down, I don't want you to go forward or backward. I want you to go directly to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one for 10. Good. Okay. Now we're going to keep those dumbbells close to us, and we're going to do a reverse crunch. So remember, we come forward, okay, and back. Now your posture, I want your back to stay really rigid, okay? I don't want you bending forward like this. I want you to keep a nice straight spine. We're bending at the hips, about a 45-degree angle. Come back up. There's one. Then we're working against gravity. 2. The lower back is doing most of this work. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, arms down at the side, palms facing forward. We're going to do biceps curls, okay? So remember, I don't want you using momentum. I want the tops of your arms from your shoulder to your elbow to stay at your side. They don't move. You're just curling from your elbow down to your wrist. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, nice job. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for our triceps, okay? So for this one, we're actually kicking it back. The top of your arm stays at your side and actually back just a little bit so that your dumbbells are kind of near your ribs, okay? And I'm going to bend forward at the hips just a little bit, and I'm going to kick it back behind me. So 1, so you're straightening your arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really squeeze those muscles. 9, Good. Okay, last one for our strength training, and then we're going to move into some stretching. So you're going to take your arms back down as if you're doing biceps curls again, okay? We're going to start a little bit wider, palms facing out. And we're going to bring our arms in front of us at an angle. So we're making a triangle, bringing our arms up here, in front of our chest, maybe just a little bit higher, okay? So we come down, up for 1, your elbows soft. I don't want you locking out those elbows. Keep just a very slight bend in them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one for 10. Excellent. Okay, guys, you can put those dumbbells down. We're going to move into our stretching, and then we have just a fine motor skill homework assignment. So, the first thing we're going to do with our stretching is cat-cow. I want your hands on your knees, and I want you to move into the cat position where your back is arched like you've been scared. I want you to bring your chin towards your chest, really round that back, let all that air out. Now breathe in and come up, arch your back, look up toward the ceiling and back down. This is a dynamic stretch. Breathe in and come up, so we're moving through the stretch and down. Now we're going to do a static stretch, so we're holding the stretch in place. I want you to grab one knee, so clasp your hands, grab that knee, bring that knee up as high as you can. Okay, Okay, now I want you to curl your chin towards your chest and bring your forehead towards your knee. All right, it's okay if your forehead does not touch your knee. My muscles are very stiff this morning, so I'm right there with you. Remember to breathe. And down. Now we're going to do that with the other leg. Okay, so we're going to bring that knee up, tuck your chin in towards your chest, and curl down towards your knee. Now, we're going to just look toward the wall. So I want you to take this hand on the outside of your knee, keep a nice straight spine, and just twist gently toward the wall, looking in that direction. Nice deep breaths. Back to the center. Good. And now we're going to go to the other side. Moving down into our legs. I want you just to sit on one side of your chair. Okay, so you've got just half of your body on the chair. We've done this one 100 times in class. I want you to take this knee that's on the outside, and I want you just to point it toward the ground. Okay. Now you can hang on to your chair with your other hand. I want you just to lean back slightly to feel that stretch in front of your hip, really. So from your hip down into your thigh. Do that on the other side. Just toward the ground, I'm just sitting back to get that stretch down the hip. The front of our leg, now we're going to stretch the back. I want you to put your heel to the ground, your toe pointing upward, your leg is straight. You're going to bend at the hips forward until you feel tension on that muscle that runs down the back of your leg. Okay, so just remember you're bending at the hips. I don't want you hunched forward. I want you to stay chest proud toward me. Switch. Put it on your opposite shoulder, and I want you just to lean your head away from that hand. So your shoulder, your hand is on one shoulder, your ear is toward the other shoulder. I want you to stay relaxed. I don't want you to bring those shoulders up. I want you to relax. Stretch. You take that same arm, now take it just across, straighten it out instead of keeping it on your shoulder. Stretching through that shoulder, and I want you to look over that shoulder. And back. You're almost finished here. Okay, I want you to take that other hand on the opposite shoulder. the arms, touch those fingertips at the top. Back down. Excellent. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you your homework assignment. I want you, for your fine motor skills, I want you to take a shoe. It can be the shoe you're wearing or a different shoe. I want you to tie that shoe, untie that shoe, do that 2 times. We've said this before, sometimes this is an easy skill for some and a difficult skill for other. It really depends on where your strengths and weaknesses are. If this is something that is very challenging for you, I want you to try it a couple of times, okay? The other thing I want you to do is I want you to take this sheet of paper, you've put it landscape view, so it's long across. You're going to put that line, and I want you to sign your name, first name and last name, top and bottom. Use your entire space. If you can see my handwriting, you may notice that I did not use my entire space. So I was a little disappointed in myself after I did this. But I want you to practice that big signature, okay? So your first name on top, using that whole entire space, your last name on bottom. All right, thank you guys. I know we're improvising some without the equipment that we sometimes use, but I'm sure you're following along. I hope you're getting a benefit from these exercises, and I'll see you again soon for video number 3.